Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the San Francisco Giants. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boo. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set and on the hill, Robbie Ray. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ramos under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, Bo Naylor.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Lane Thomas in the box with one away as he takes ball one. In the air, right field, pretty well struck back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. First pitch,
ball, no
not
strikes.
close.
That's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2-1.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. This one in the air. Wade settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
That one ripped. Back there. Going, gone. So he blasts one out the other way. His 11th of the year. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Carlos Santana, the next to hit, outside.
Wow.
Two out, space is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. Yastrzemski giving chase. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Ben Lively. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, and as Whip tells you, he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
And strike two.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
That's a ball.
Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So here's Wade now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Now a check swing, but he held up. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One ball,
Looks
one
really
strike.
sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That one catches the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Next offering is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And that's outside. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Giants leave one, and they're down 2-0. Back here in San Francisco, and now it's going to be David Fry. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. Ray back to work. Fought off foul. Ray, he's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time. And ball one.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
Not close
2-1.
with that one. And that's ball 2. And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ball game.
Full count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 7.
Daniel
Second
Schneemann
baseman,
digs in
Daniel
for the
Schneemann.
Guardians. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Yastrzemski makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 8.
2 down,
Shortstop,
bases empty. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
1-1.
That missed by
2
a
and
lot.
1.
2 and 1. Late on that fastball.
2-2's the count.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Naylor launched a homer in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. Upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The 1-2. And that's
That's a ball.
outside. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Great
Count is full.
RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Arias leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a good at bat
your
right
base.
there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Not what he wanted to do right there,
Now
Boog.
batting,
That keeps
left
this inning
fielder,
alive, puts a
Steven
runner
Kwan.
in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Kwan,
No,
the
that
next
missed.
to
That's a
hit,
ball.
takes ball 1.
1-0.
That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1-2.
Just started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And he chases that one. And that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the second.
Leading off
Willie Adames stands in.
The shortstop.
Adames went deep in his most recent game. That clips the corner.
0-1.
And Willie fouls one back. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Now it's Matt Chapman.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. And that one is inside. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
2-2.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2. Swing and a ground ball. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Runner on the move. There's a ball.
Inside.
Throw to second. Save. One out and a runner at second. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. And next is the designated hitter, Gerard Encarnacion. Hit in the air, left field. He makes the grab, and that is that. One left for San Francisco. They trail it here 2-0.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's in there?
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And a strike in there. Thomas, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there, he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Noel now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Guardians fail to score. They're on top 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Check swing, called strike. Breaking ball inside, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Tyler Fitzgerald getting ready to hit. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Bounce to Santana. He steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to third. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. He reached out a walk his first time. Ball 1 there.
That's the ball.
Junior.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Bailey on third with 2 out. Next offering is fouled back. And there's a ball.
Count.
Chases that one out of the zone. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Carlos Santana.
That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league
Outside.
average,
That's
and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Santana
got?
started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count now even up. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that
Foul!
lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Close, but called the ball. And now 3-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
David Fry.
So a man at first. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Runner at first with no outs here. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Nobody out, runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Now batting, second baseman.
And now Daniel Schneemann.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
That misses. 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Tristan Beck getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Miller also throwing.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Inside.
No, that's it.
Now 2-2. No outs. Runners at first and second. Upstairs.
That's a ball. Count's full.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yastrzemski pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the dirt, blocked. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Foul.
Misses
No, that's
outside.
outside.
Now
Ball.
1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls,
Runners
2
at
strikes.
first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll do it for Robbie Ray. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New arm for the Giants, Keaton Wynn.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. This ball's chopped on the ground. Gets it to first. Third out. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, Elliott Ramos.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Kwan makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now Willie Adames struck out swinging his first time. And Adames swings through that one.
Man, he
0-1.
really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Here. 0-2.
That one missing inside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman,
And here is Matt Chapman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back. And that's in there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. The count now 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 7th home run of the season. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. No, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Line drive, and no one can get there, and it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Runner at third, nobody out. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball for a strike at 95.
1-1.
Kwan, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. That
2-2.
misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Swing, and he breaks his bat. One away here in the fifth.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hands, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
One away with a runner at third, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Here.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
On the ground, and that one handled, sends it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. And
That
ball
missed.
one to
That's
the
a
right
ball.
fielder.
1-0.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. First pitch
That's
misses.
down. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. That one called a strike, and it's 1-1. In the air, left field. Touches down. That's a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David Fry.
Runner at first with two away. And now David Fry. He's 0 for 1. Just
That's the ball.
missed. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
That split is a
1-1.
pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Keaton Winn is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching. for the
Tristan
Giants,
Beck will take over here.
number
I think it's got to be a little
43.
tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now here is Daniel Schneemann, and that's in the
1-0.
dirt. Just off the outside edge. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Popped up. Fitzgerald hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Gerard Encarnacion. Lively back to work. That one inside, and that's ball 1.
All these Giants
One
finding
ball,
ways to
no
get on
strikes.
base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, catcher.
And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a ball popped up. Schneemann under this one. And out number 1 on the grab.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses.
Nope,
Ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. That's a little bit low.
Down.
Out towards right center field. Thomas sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next
Now
pitch.
batting,
Here's Jung Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good list.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 6-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. A strikeout and a walk. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2's the count.
Pitch misses.
No, that missed. That's
and
a
that's
ball.
ball 2.
2 and 2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Just
Ball.
misses. And that's ball 3.
Full count.
Stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that one hammered, going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ben Lively out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Joey Cantillo.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Next to hit, Elliot Ramos. Ripped to short. The throw to first. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Arias goes 6'1", 215 pounds, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Fastball for a strike.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Wait, has this one sized up? He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
now batting Catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lee. Out. Number 2. So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 3. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
2 outs,
Lane
runner at
Thomas.
first. Here's Lane Thomas. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that
No
time.
balls. 1 strike.
Kwan off of first with 2 away. Next offering is
1-1.
downstairs. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, he went inside a couple of
1-2 is the
times, and
count.
now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That's too low.
Ball, that's
and
low.
it's 2-2. Missed
Full count.
inside with the curve.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
High fly ball out towards left center. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Giants 3. Back here at Oracle Park, well, we go bottom 6, and digging in for San Francisco, Willy Adames. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman,
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Chapman gets a piece there. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
1 out, base is empty.
Ball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
now batting, right
Mike
fielder,
Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. Right through there for a strike. Time called during the pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He beats it, safe. And it's 6-4.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One down. Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. Yeah, there's the strike. Pitch in the dirt.
1-1.
And the count even 1-1. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. And that ball is out of here. That one's got to feel good. And we have a tie ball game. It's 6-6. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And here is Patrick Bailey. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Slings to first in time.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one hammered center field. That's back. Gone. A solo shot. Second home run of the inning for him. And the Giants have the lead now. It's 7-6.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the back part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
Base is empty with 2 away. And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. Fastball for a strike. That one down the line, and foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
0-1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Camilo Doval preparing to come on if needed. Miller, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is late and they don't get the out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And here is Carlos Santana. On the ground to second, might be 2. 2 gone now.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Giants 7 and the Guardians 6. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Stephan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Could pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That to right. Noel on the move to the alley. Brings it in. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Willy Adames will hit next. And the first offering is not close. Late on that fastball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Santana. And they get Adames for the out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Giants down in order. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. 0 for 3 in this one. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, brings it in, and there's one away. Gabriel Arias digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Naylor now at the plate. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Stephen Kwan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Falling behind 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
So the tying run at second. Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's
This
a
is
ball.
a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He nails one out to right. Third home run of the season. It's 9-7. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to end?
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Camilo Doval gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher on
Giants.
here, Randy
Number
Rodriguez.
73.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
One down, and now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Way
1-0.
inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bailey hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 9-7 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Oh yeah, let's have a real good time. Yeah, celebration we all a beat. Bring everybody.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Chapman in the box here, lets that one go for a
1-0.
ball. And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Late swing fouled off. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
3-1.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Goes down looking. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Oh, he doesn't get the
That's a
call.
ball.
And that's ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that
Ball.
misses. And now 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. The Guardians leading by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now it's going to be Ferrar Encarnacion. And that's
Nope,
off
that's in.
the inside edge. 1-0.
Ball.
Yastrzemski
No
leads
strike.
off first with 1 away. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And the sweeper misses.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Got him. Now 2 away. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Popped up. Schneemann moving under it. And that's the third out. So the Giants leave one. They still trail by a couple. It's 9-7.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Giants.
It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound.
68.
Eric Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel.
Right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Adames the throw to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now here is Carlos Santana. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He can
0-1.
live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Strike two. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan
No ball.
Walker
2 strikes.
getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Almost
1-2.
got him.
Two and two.
Up the middle. And that chance handled. Jump throw. Not in time. He legs it out. So man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, David Fry. He's already homered in this game. That clips a corner. Miller, a tall lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Not even
1-1.
close there. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a
1
ton.
ball, 2 strikes.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Ball
Now he's just
outside.
going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on
That's
it,
the
and that's a
ball.
tough one to compete with.
Schneemann, the
1-0.
next to hit, takes outside. And a
See ya.
swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
1-2.
And they'll do it again. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. coming home. He'll score.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Arias stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. That'll make it out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 12-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Miller won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Walker.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Two outs, nobody on. Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. Two down, nobody on. Swung on, popped up left side. Adames settles underneath it. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Noel makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Center fielder, Jung-Hoo
98 at the knees for a strike. Inside
No,
at
that's inside.
100. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Wade stands in now, looks at that one inside. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Giants down to their final strike. Just
that's
misses
high.
the mark outside the zone. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
12-7 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.